Quick like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. You know what's supposed to be comforting? Having family nearby when you travel for work. Knowing your wife isn't alone. Asking your brother, your own flesh and blood, to check on her while you're gone. Make sure she's safe. Keep her company. Be there if she needs anything. It's what family does. You trust your brother. You trust your wife. You think they'll take care of each other in your absence. Unless taking care of each other means something very different than what you intended. Unless your brother interprets watch over her as an invitation rather than a responsibility. Unless the two people you trust most in the world have been waiting for you to leave so they can be together. I asked my brother to watch my wife while I traveled for work. 2-week business trip to Singapore. Longest I'd ever been away from home. I didn't want Claire alone that whole time, so I asked my brother Ryan to check on her. Stop by the house. Make sure everything was okay. Be available if she needed help with anything. Ryan said of course. That's what family's for. I'll make sure Claire's taken care of. He took care of her all right. Moved into our house 3 hours after I left for the airport. Spent 13 nights in our bed. With my wife. In our home. While I was halfway around the world thinking my wife was safe and my brother was being helpful. I only found out because our neighbor texted me a photo. Didn't know Ryan was staying with you guys. Saw him taking out the trash this morning. The photo showed my brother coming out of my house at 7 a.m., wearing my robe, looking very comfortable, very much at home. While I was in Singapore, believing my wife was alone and my brother was just checking in occasionally. My name is Ethan. I'm 38 years old, and I work as an international supply chain consultant based in Denver, Colorado. I spend my days coordinating global logistics, managing overseas operations, and traveling extensively to client sites across Asia and Europe. I understand coordination, trust networks, and what happens when people who are supposed to be working together are actually working against you. I never imagined my own brother would be the one working against me. I met Claire 8 years ago at a friend's wedding in Boulder. She was working as a dental hygienist, caring and gentle in ways that balanced my intense travel schedule and high-pressure consulting work. I was gone frequently, and she understood. Never complained about the travel. Always supported my career. We got married 6 years ago. Bought a house in the Highlands neighborhood. A renovated Victorian with mountain views and a big front porch. Claire continued at her dental practice. I traveled about 40% of the time for work. Combined income around $185,000. We made it work despite the distance. My brother Ryan was 3 years younger than me, 35 years old. He worked as a personal trainer at a gym in Denver. Never married. Had a series of relationships that never lasted more than a year. We'd always been close growing up. Played sports together. Looked out for each other. I considered him my best friend. Ryan lived about 20 minutes away in an apartment in Capitol Hill. He'd come over for dinner maybe once a week. Birthdays, holidays, Sunday football. Ryan was always included. Claire liked him. They got along well. Joked around. Had easy conversation. I was glad my wife and brother had a good relationship. I traveled frequently for work. Usually 3 to 5 day trips within the U.S. Occasionally longer international trips to Singapore, Hong Kong, Shanghai, wherever our manufacturing partners were located. Claire had always been fine alone during my trips. She had her work, her friends, her routines. We'd FaceTime every evening when I was gone. She never seemed lonely or anxious. Then 2 months ago, I got assigned to a major project in Singapore. 2-week on-site engagement. Longest trip I'd ever taken. 2 weeks is a long time, Claire said when I told her. I'm going to miss you. I'll miss you too. But it's a huge project. Could lead to a promotion if it goes well. I know. I'm proud of you. Just 2 weeks alone in the house feels like a lot. I thought about it. What if Ryan checked on you? He could stop by every few days. Make sure everything's okay. You'd have someone nearby if you needed anything. That's sweet, but Ryan's busy. I'll ask him. I'd feel better knowing someone was looking out for you. I called Ryan that evening. Hey, I'm going to Singapore for 2 weeks. Would you mind checking on Claire while I'm gone? Just stop by the house every few days. Make sure she's okay. Of course, man. No problem. I'll take care of her. Thanks. I appreciate it. She's a little nervous about being alone that long. Don't worry about it. Claire and I get along great. I'll make sure she's good. I felt better. My wife wouldn't be completely alone. My brother will be nearby if anything came up. The trip was scheduled for mid-February. I left on a Sunday morning. Claire drove me to the airport. 2 weeks she said, hugging me at departures. It's going to feel like forever. It'll go fast. We'll FaceTime every day. And Ryan's going to check on you. I know. Travel safe. Love you. Love you too. I flew to Singapore. 16-hour flight. Landed Monday morning local time. Checked into my hotel. Texted Claire that I'd arrived safely. She responded immediately. Glad you made it. Miss you already. I settled into the work routine. Long days at the client site. Back to the hotel by 8 p.m. FaceTime with Claire around 9 p.m. Denver time, which was 11 a.m. Tuesday for me because of the time difference. Our first call went normally. Claire was at home, sitting on our couch. She looked tired but happy to see me. How was your first day? She asked. Long. The client's facilities are impressive. How was your day? Good. Work was busy. Just got home about an hour ago. Ryan stopped by yet? Not yet. He texted saying he'd come by tomorrow to check on things. Good. I'm glad he's available. We talked for 30 minutes. Normal conversation. She seemed fine. Not anxious or lonely. Just missing me, as expected. Tuesday evening, my time, we FaceTimed again. Claire was in the kitchen making dinner. Ryan came by today, she mentioned. Brought groceries. Said he didn't want me eating takeout the whole 2 weeks. That's nice of him. Yeah, he's being really sweet. Stayed for a bit. We had coffee and talked. It was nice having the company. Good. I'm glad you're not alone. Wednesday's call was similar. Claire mentioned Ryan had stopped by again to check the furnace. We had some issues with it recently. He's being so helpful, she said. I really appreciate him looking out for me. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Our calls continued. Claire mentioned Ryan in passing each time. He'd stopped by to drop off dinner, to help move some furniture, to fix a leaky faucet. He's there a lot. I commented on Saturday. Well, you asked him to check on me. He's just being thorough, I guess. Just don't let it be a bother. He's not. It's nice having company, honestly. The house feels really empty without you. By the end of the first week, I'd settled into the rhythm. Work was going well. The project was on schedule. Claire seemed fine at home. Ryan was being a good brother, checking on her regularly. Monday of week 2, I was in a client meeting that ran late. Didn't get back to the hotel until 10 p.m. local time. Texted Claire. Sorry, just got back. Too late to call. She responded. No worries. I'm still up. Call whenever. We FaceTimed. She was in our bedroom, already in pajamas, sitting up in bed. Long day, she asked. Brutal. Meeting ran 4 hours over. How was your day? Good. Ryan came by for dinner. We watched a movie. He's still coming by every day? Pretty much. I think he likes the company too. His apartment's kind of lonely. Something about that felt off, but I couldn't pinpoint why. Ryan helping out was what I'd asked for. Claire having company was good. Tuesday evening. Another late meeting. Got back to hotel at 11 p.m. Too late to call Claire without waking her. Texted. Meeting ran late again. Don't want to wake you. Call tomorrow. She responded immediately. I'm awake. Call now. We FaceTimed. Again, she was in bed. Hair wet like she'd just showered. You're up late, I said. Couldn't sleep. Was just reading. We talked for 20 minutes. She seemed distracted. Kept looking off camera like she'd heard something. Everything okay? I asked. Yeah, fine. Just thought I heard something downstairs. Probably nothing. Want me to stay on while you check? No, I'm sure it's nothing. How much longer are you there? For more days. Home Saturday afternoon. I can't wait. This has been the longest 2 weeks. For me too. But it's almost over. Wednesday morning Singapore time. Tuesday evening Denver time. I was having breakfast in the hotel restaurant. Checking emails on my phone. Got a text from an unknown number. Opened it. It was a photo. My brother Ryan. Coming out of my house. Wearing what looked like my bathrobe. Holding a coffee mug. At 7 a.m. The text said, didn't know Ryan was staying with you guys. Saw him taking out the trash this morning. Susan, neighbor from 2 doors down. I stared at the photo. Ryan. At my house. At 7 a.m. In my robe. Why would Ryan be at my house at 7 a.m.? Taking out trash? Wearing my robe? I called Claire immediately. It was 8 p.m. her time. She answered after 4 rings. Hey, what's up? I thought we were calling later. Why is Ryan at our house at 7 a.m.? Silence. What do you mean? Susan texted me a photo. Ryan taking out trash at 7 a.m. this morning. Wearing my robe. Why is he there that early? He probably stopped by before work. In my robe? Claire, what's going on? Nothing's going on. Ryan's just been checking on me like you asked. Checking on you doesn't require being at our house at 7 a.m. wearing my clothes. Is he staying there? He stayed over a few times. The couch. Just to keep me company since you're gone so long. He's staying at our house while I'm gone. Just a few nights. I didn't want to be alone. Where is he now? He's not here right now. Claire, where's Ryan right now? I heard a voice in the background. Male voice. Ryan's voice. He's there right now. I can hear him. Ethan, please. Put Ryan on the phone. I don't think. Put Ryan on the fucking phone. There was shuffling. Then Ryan's voice. Hey man. Look, I can explain. You're at my house. While I'm in Singapore. You've been staying there. Claire was lonely. She asked me to stay over. She asked you to sleep on the couch. Silence. Are you sleeping on the couch, Ryan? Ethan. Are you sleeping on the couch? No. My world stopped. Where are you sleeping? In the guest room. Ryan. I swear to God. Don't lie to me right now. Where are you sleeping? Silence. Then, with Claire. I ended the call. Sat in the hotel restaurant. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. My brother was sleeping with my wife. In my house. In my bed. While I was in Singapore for work. My phone rang. Claire. I didn't answer. Rang again. Ryan. I didn't answer. I sat there for 10 minutes. Then I called my project manager. I need to go home. Family emergency. I'm getting on the next flight. We're in the middle of implementation. I don't care. I'm leaving. Today. I went to my hotel room. Packed. Booked a flight, leaving Singapore that afternoon. 16 hours to Denver. During the flight, I received texts from both of them. Claire, please let me explain. It's not what you think. Ryan, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Please call me. Claire, I love you. We need to talk about this. Ryan, I'll leave. I'll never see her again. Just please talk to me. I didn't respond to either of them. Landed in Denver Saturday morning. Took an Uber straight home. Pulled into my driveway at 8 a.m. Both cars were there. Claire's and Ryan's. I walked into the front door. They were both in the living room, sitting on separate chairs, looking terrified. I looked at Claire. How long? Ethan. How long have you been sleeping with my brother? She was crying. Since you left. Since Sunday. The day I left for Singapore. The same day. Yes. I looked at Ryan. I asked you to check on my wife. You moved in the same day I left. I'm sorry. Did you plan this? Before I left? Were you waiting for me to go to Singapore? Ryan didn't answer. Were you planning this before I left? Claire spoke. We've been talking for a few months. Nothing physical. Just talking. Realizing we had feelings. Feelings. For my brother. While married to me. I didn't mean for it to happen. But when I announced a 2-week trip to Singapore, you both saw an opportunity. 13 nights together. In my house. In my bed. While I was working overseas. Ryan stood up. Ethan, I know I fucked up. Fucked up? You slept with my wife. My wife. You're my brother. I asked you to look after her and you moved into my house and into my bed. I'm sorry. How many nights? What? How many nights did you sleep in my bed with my wife? Claire whispered. All of them. Every night since you left. 13 nights. My brother had spent 13 nights in my bed with my wife. While I was in Singapore, thinking they were both looking out for each other. I walked to our bedroom. They'd made the bed. Everything looked normal. Like nothing had happened. But everything had happened. For 13 nights. I walked back to the living room. Get out. Both of you. This is my house. Claire started. I don't care. Get out. Now. Before I do something I regret. Ryan grabbed his keys. I'm going. I'm so sorry, Ethan. Don't ever contact me again. You're not my brother anymore. He left. Claire stayed. I need you to leave too. I said. Where am I supposed to go? Go to Ryan. You've been sleeping with him for 2 weeks. Go be with him. He doesn't want. I don't care what he wants. Figure it out. But you're not staying here. She packed a bag. Left within an hour. I sat in my house. The house I'd left 2 weeks ago to go to Singapore. The house I'd asked my brother to watch over while I was gone. He'd watched over it. All right. Moved in. Slept in my bed. With my wife. For 13 nights. I called a divorce attorney Monday morning. Her name was Patricia Ross. My wife had an affair with my brother while I was traveling for work. Started the day I left. Continued every night for 2 weeks until I came home early and caught them. Patricia was quiet. Your brother. I asked him to check on my wife while I was in Singapore. He moved in the same day I left. Neighbors sent me a photo of him at my house at 7 a.m. wearing my robe. When I confronted them, they admitted they'd been sleeping together every night since I left. Do you have the photo? Yes. And I have a neighbor as a witness. She saw him there multiple mornings. That's good evidence. We'll file immediately. The divorce moved forward. Claire tried to claim it was just a mistake brought on by loneliness. Patricia presented the timeline. Mrs. Hayes admitted she and the husband's brother had been talking and developing feelings for months before the trip. When Mr. Hayes left for Singapore, his brother moved into the marital home immediately. They slept together every night for 13 consecutive nights. This was premeditated, not a spontaneous mistake. We also deposed Susan, the neighbor. She testified she'd seen Ryan's car at our house every single night I was gone. Saw him coming and going at all hours. Assumed he was staying there with permission. Ryan refused to testify. Hired his own lawyer. Claimed Fifth Amendment. But the evidence was clear. 13 nights. My brother in my house, in my bed, with my wife. While I worked in Singapore. We settled after 6 weeks. I kept the house. I paid the entire down payment. Claire got 20% of joint savings. No spousal support. 6 years of marriage ended because I asked my brother to watch my wife while I traveled, and he watched her too closely. I heard what happened after. Ryan tried to continue things with Claire. Lasted 2 weeks. Turns out an affair built on betrayal doesn't translate well to a real relationship. Claire tried to reconcile with me about 4 months later. Long email about mistakes and forgiveness. I replied with one line. You slept with my brother for 13 nights. There's no coming back from that. Ryan tried to reach out too. Called, texted, showed up at my house. I told him the same thing every time. You're not my brother. Don't contact me again. Our parents try to mediate. He's your brother. Family is forever. He slept with my wife the moment I left town. That ended any family relationship we had. About 18 months later, I met someone at a supply chain conference. Her name was Maya. Logistics coordinator. Honest. Direct. On our 5th date, she asked about my divorce. I traveled to Singapore for work. Asked my brother to check on my wife while I was gone. He moved into my house the same day and spent 13 nights sleeping with her. Maya's face showed shock. Your own brother? I asked him to watch over her. Make sure she was okay. He interpreted that as permission to sleep with her in our bed while I was halfway around the world. How did you find out? Neighbor sent me a photo. My brother taking out trash at 7 a.m. wearing my robe. When I called and confronted them, they admitted they'd been together every single night since I left. What did you do? Flew home immediately. Confronted them both. Filed for divorce the next day. Haven't spoken to either of them since. We've been together 14 months. Maya has never met any of my family. And that's exactly how I want it. I asked my brother to watch my wife while I traveled. He watched her too closely. Moved into my house the day I left. Slept in my bed for 13 nights. With my wife. While I was in Singapore. Working. Trusting them both. Believing my brother was being helpful. Believing my wife was alone. Instead, they were together. Every night. In my bed. In my house. Using my absence as their opportunity. I asked my brother to watch my wife. He watched her too closely and destroyed everything. My marriage. My family. My trust. All in 13 nights. While I was working overseas. Thinking everyone was safe. Thinking everyone was loyal. Thinking family meant something. But it didn't. Not to them. Just to me. The fool who trusted his brother. And his wife. And asked them to take care of each other. They took care of each other. All right. For 13 nights. In my bed. While I was gone.